Why, hello again, my pedigree chums. It is I. We are back for the umpteenth time. I'm not going to say any more about that. I'm doing my best. I really promise you. It's great to see you here today. We are going to be diving into a full body push workout. So essentially working all the muscles on the front of the body here. Shoulders, triceps, chest, quad focus for the legs, some core work. Really, really nice. Logistically, you're going to see me bounce primarily between probably a couple of pairs of dumbbells. I'm going to make use of these super light ones for 5 kilos for me, 10 pounds. 12.5 kilos, something in the middle. That's going to be my main workhorse for today. And if I feel up to the task of the 20s at any given opportunity in some of the heavier work, we're going to do that. The main thing for you is to use the equipment that you have access to in your environment as best you possibly can with the physical and mental resources that you have on this given day, which is to say, push yourself as hard as you feel able to do so, at least for one set out of the work we're doing. The thing that I really like about this program here, we got trisets, supersets, and so on. Loads of great stuff to get our teeth stuck into to build strength, muscle, and mobility. We're doing those for 2 sets each of usually 45-second work windows. That typically serves as a really nice way to get a bit of a feel out set for the movement, make sure you feel confident, and then on the second set of that, before we move on, going as hard as you can. So alas, everything else I'll be explaining to you because I'll be coaching you through this one and myself at the end of a long day here. Let's have some good times. We're going to dive into our warm-up now, my friends, and I'll talk about everything else as we go. Thanks for being here. Let's get flexed. Alrighty, compadres. We're going to start things off with some squat to stands. So find your most comfortable base squat position here. Feet ideally completely flat on the ground. I'm going to grab hold of my feet or toe and just press my hips to the sky. Try to straighten your legs or get as close to as you can. Pull yourself back down, look at the sky, and rinse, repeat. You can simultaneously be thinking about pulling your knees out from within inside the hip as you sit down there, get a bit more activation going in the groin city. Take your time with those reps, grease the groove. Oh, I hope this finds you well, on good form. But regardless, the fact you've showed up for yourself, joining me here today, that speaks volumes about your character. God love you. Rest. We're next going to be coming into a push-up with alternating reach, okay? Now, make that push-up pretty casual, okay? So we can use the lower body to bring ourselves back on up. So we're going to start on down. And as I press up through the body, not too strict, I'm going to reach through, get some contact on the opposite leg, and come down. So we're piking the bums to the sky, reaching through that shoulder as well, and back on down. Halfway there. Seconds. Next up, we're going to be looking at a T-spine rotation. Now, we're choosing to do these today in a half kneeling position. The knee that's down, I'm going to squeeze my butt. We don't want much movement to be happening from the hips there. So from here, I'm going to have my hands like so. And I'm actually going to come this way. When I reach my end range where it gets sticky, take a nasal breath in. And as I exhale, squeeze deeper into that range of motion. Halfway there. Onto the other side. Yes. Okay. Round 4. Breath in. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together behind you. That's doing the movement. Yikes.
Halfway there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Final warm-up move is just going to be an alternating reverse lunge. So just stepping back, light kiss of the knee, drive tool. Okay. Oh yes.
Last round.
Now I'm just going to use this time to let you know about our first opening triplet. We're looking at a rear foot elevated split squat. Sorry, not sorry. So if you do have a chair, sofa, anything, I'm going to be using the edge of my sofa here. Please use that. If you have nowhere to elevate that rear foot, you can just do a regular split squat in this position that we're using now, okay? And be honest, no one likes their rear foot elevated split squats, unless you're a total sadist, but they are a powerful leg builder. So, I'm just going to grab one dumbbell for this. We're going to be doing a contralateral loading, whereby I'm going to hold one dumbbell in the opposite to the leg that is working, okay? If that makes sense. Forgive me if my lighting and framing is a little off here. Continually trying to find a format in my apartment that works for this. So I'm going to rest the top of my foot on the edge of my chair or sofa, and that's going to be our position there, okay? And I'm going to hold that dumbbell in the opposite hand. We're going to go slow to the floor, light kiss of the knee, and drive tool.
Let's go.
Let's take a look. Slow and smooth, kiss the knee and drive. You can let that torso pitch forward a little bit as you come down, really stretch that glute at the back, and stand tall.
Halfway there. Seconds. Rest.
And color me generous, a 30-second rest between legs. Cool, that felt good. I liked it in so much as you can like that exercise. Is my head chopped off? A little bit. In case you were wondering, I know you weren't, I'm 6'5", so camera work in this format is often challenging. Okay, on to the other one.
Round 2.
Slow and smooth, kiss the knee, drive.
Halfway there. Seconds.
Extra rep. Yeah. Coolio. Now, we're going to be coming into an alternating Arnold press. I'm going to do this in this Cesar position. Get a bit of flexibility through the feet, ankles, knees. If this is problematic, you could either come into a tall kneeling or just do them standing. Now, alternating means we're going to be doing one at a time. That can actually allow you to lift a bit heavier. So grab something maybe light to moderate to start with. We're going to go dumbbells facing us, palms facing us, pardon me. Big tall chest, punch and rotate, slow and smooth, back down.
10 seconds. Rest.
And rest we shall. Third and finally, we're going to come into a quadruped with floating knee, scapular push-up. Very small movement. We're going to be looking at shoulder blades together without bending the elbow, and then protract to pull them apart, pressing into the ground. We're going to do that whilst trying to keep the body nice and still. Okay, so this is looking to develop the strength and awareness through your shoulder blades. So we're on all fours, and then find those toes, float the knee up, and we're just going to drop shoulder blades together, squeeze, press them apart. It's a small movement, requires a good amount of awareness, and we are building that now, my friend. You might start getting a little tired in the core. If you find you're getting really sore in the legs or abs, just pop your knees down and carry on.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Cool. If I do say so myself, it's a good bit of work. We're going to start from the top, so make any adjustments now to the weight that you're going to need. We're going to be back into those split squats in 15 seconds. Oh, legs already pretty warm. Okay.
Round 5. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, I think I'm going to sit down. Okay. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. All right. Last one. We're already there.
Round 6. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, back to those Arnolds. Adjust your loads now if you need to, my friend. Okay. Yes.
Round 7. 10 seconds. Rest.
Gotta finish the other side. Okie crokes. Last of the scapular push-ups.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Okay.
Rest.
Lovely. Enjoy ourselves. A minute 30 rest here while I talk about the next thing. So our quad focus move is a challenging one, and I'm going to just tell you now how I want us to set this up. So we're looking at a natural leg extension, so that's using, excuse me, the just our weight of our body
Rest.
to load up the quads here to extend the knee. This is advanced. What we're going to use is a counterweight. So I'm holding a 10-pound dumbbell at my chest. I'm going to come down, find my best stretch in the quads, reach the weight out to help pull me out. This is intense, so only go as far down as you feel
10 seconds.
comfortable doing so. Use the counterweight. We're getting on with things now. Keep your butt squeezed.
Let's go.
We're loading down. I'm going to extend that out to bring me up. Okay, so you can play with this as your counterweight. Oh, I got a foot cramp.
Halfway there.
The timing. I'll try a different position.
10 seconds.
You can do that flexed toe underneath.
Rest.
Those are so hard. So hard. Okay. We're coming into an upright row. I'm just going to do these standing, good old-fashioned standing. I'm thinking about scraping my elbows up the side of the walls here. Okay. Slow and smooth, control down. Start light with these. You can always go heavier and harder on the next set. Okay.
Round 2.
So squeeze up just as high as feels good for you and down.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Okay. Now our abdominal move here, I'm going to be doing a hand supported tuck up. So good old flexion for the abs. We're going to be here. Try and keep your lower back in contact with the floor so we're not arching through the lower back. And then we're going to bend our knees, crunch our torso up, use the hands in support. That's what's nice about this.
Round 3.
So I'm going to squeeze up, keep the tension in the abs there. go as slowly down as we can realistically do. What's good about the hands, just allows us to focus on the abs there. Not wobbling around.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Oh, lovely. Okay, we're back from the top. Now that leg extension, it takes a lot of practice. If you find it's just not gelling for you, you could simply switch to a heels elevated cyclist squat, maybe hold a dumbbell, still getting a really nice deep stretch in the quaddies. Okay, it can be easier to wrap your head around. Alrighty, we're back from the top. No cramps, please.
Halfway there.
No, this one doesn't work. Oh, my toes.
10 seconds.
Okay. And rest we shall. It's quite shadowy now, isn't it? God dang. Another thing that's making it challenging to film workouts is usually by the time I get home, it's dark. And, you know, that's tough. All right.
Round 5. Halfway there. 10 seconds.
Nice.
Rest.
Now all my panting has reminded me, if you do care to share, do you prefer these with music or without? I switched to going no music after a number of requests so that you can still hear the cues if you need them and the buzzers and stuff. But you can play your own music over the top. However, I understand if you're not inclined to do that, then you've just got my panting.
Last round.
So do let me know. Happy to put some tunes back in. As hard as it can be to find 40 minutes worth of new songs every week.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Oh, and rest we shall. Believe it or not, we've just got one more block of work. And then we'll finish with our quad hip flexor finisher for today. We are looking at just two moves now. One of them is the close grip press. So I'm gonna have my dumbbells squeezed together, elbows tight to the body when I'm lying flat on the ground, pressing up and down.
Rest.
That will be You could try a similar weight that you used for your Arnold press at the start. For the first set, will probably hold you in good stead. And then the long lunge holds for hip stretch, hip flex. Righto. Cool, so we're lying flat. I've got my dumbbells held together. Gonna keep my elbows tight to the body, dumbbells to chest, press. It's going for a nice, continuous, controlled motion. Confident on the way up, smooth on the way down.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Okay. Now, all we're partnering that up with, like I said, is the long lunge hold. Now this is focused primarily on our best hip extension. So I'm gonna have like a vertical shin at the front here. And a long position at the back. I'm trying to squeeze my rear glute and press this. You wanna imagine getting as little knee bend as you can. So you're squeezing that leg straight without coming up too high. So we wanna drop down as deep as we can whilst maintaining this shape. Try not to tip forward. Tall in the torso, ribs are squeezed down, bum cheek contracted as best you can. These are so tough, but they're amazing for building that hip flexor length and strength.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Ooh, yeah, nice. Lovely. Okay.
Round three. Halfway there.
Oh, man.
10 seconds. Rest.
Lovely. One more set. Let's get it done, guys. Okay. Yeah.
Round four. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, and rest we shall. Last of the lunge holds. Let's try and hold for the whole time. Rest only if you absolutely have to. Okay.
Round 5. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Lovely. Our man, he's going to wish us a well done, but we're not quite done. Very simple finisher here. I won't take up too much more of your time. I'm grabbing a cushion for my knee. If you have something, a little folded blanket or a t-shirt or anything, and we want an upright surface. So a nice angle like that. That could be a wall and the floor, a couch and the floor like I'm doing here. If not, you can simply leave the rear foot down. Okay. I'm actually, because my time is up, just going to set up a manual timer here. We're going to be doing some contract relax for the quad and hip flex. So our first port of call is to put your knee, the closer to the vertical, the harder that's going to be. So gauge your own capabilities wisely at the start here. You want to be able to come upright. So if you're like trying to come up right now and it feels just really overwhelming, bring your knee further away from the vertical. Now, from here, once I start our time, we're just going to do a minute per side, and then you can bid me an aura. I'm going to squeeze my bum as hard as I can for a count of 5. Then relax. Then try and flex my quad, which is to say, kick the shin away. I'm going to drive the shin into the sofa here. You might be pushing your foot into the wall, whichever, for 5 seconds. We're just going to alternate between that. So between every glute contraction and quad contraction, see if you can sink a little bit deeper, okay? You probably will get maybe a noticeable relaxation effect of those tissues, and then we rinse, repeat, be able to strengthen them with those isometric contractions, and so on. We'll just do that for a minute apiece. Are you with me? Okay. And our clock is on. So let's get tall and let's go glute squeeze as hard as you can. 2, 1, relax it, and then quad contract. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. See, I'm coming a bit taller there, deeper knee bend, harder on the hip. Okay, and glutes on, squeeze hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Kick shin into wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Sink a little deeper. And glutes on. 5, it's gonna be hard now. 3, 2, 1, relax, and finally quad contract into wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink into it a bit deeper. Just hold that for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Oh, I got an owie bit of the couch. Why? Okay, we're going to change sides. Okay. Let me give you a second to get yourself acquainted there. You're happy with your setup? Alrighty. I'm starting that time. It's our last bit of work here, guys. Alrighty. So, let's get nice and tall. Ribs are down. And we're going to go glute switched on as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And shin drive into wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax deeper if you can. And breathe, brace, glute on, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And quad extend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax a little bit deeper if you can. And glute on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Quad flex, shin away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax deeper. And we're just going to hold that till the end. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, gang. I'm not going to get sentimental. I appreciate you. I love all your messages. I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out how to make this thing work more consistently than I have. The dang irony calling the program Resolute and then not uploading. That's on me, but I hope you can laugh with me instead of cry. I appreciate you. Let me know who you are, where you're from, if you enjoyed the workout, and anything you want to see, any adjustments. It's a joy to train with you. Lots of love, and I will see you next time.